this is Shelly from Hodgepodge Hoosiers. Today I'm going to show you how we make Firestarter. We have a wood stove. We've also got a furnace too, but we like to keep our electric bill down, so we use the wood stove quite a bit during the winter. And I have a hard time starting fires, so I make this fast fire starter, and I'm going to show you how I do it. First thing I do is I take soy chips and I'm going to melt them down, and then as soon as I just set this on our wood stove so it can just go down slow without burning or anything. So when it gets melted, I'm going to show you how I just put some fast fire starters together, and it really does help when starting fires on a cold day. So I'll be back. Starting to melt. I like melting it on the stove top because I don't have to worry about it boiling or burning or anything. So anyway, I'll just leave that there, and as soon as it gets completely melted, we'll get her going. What I like to do while the wax is melting is I went and got some, all these are is wood shavings from where my husband cuts our wood for the winter. And I like to I cut them down a little bit. And then you can see in my pan, this is an old muffin pan that I've had for years. It's now for crafting. So I just stuff them half full maybe. You don't have to be perfect. And I'll just continue to stuff them till I get this all, each of them, half to 2/3 full. You just don't want them completely full because we're going to go ahead and put melted soy wax on top of the half, and then we'll put more on top of that. Just so you get plenty in there so it'll have a good, decent little burn time. So it'll catch the big wood good. I tested one of my latest ones this year. It was getting low on our other fire starter that we had from last year. So I started a fire actually this morning, and I forgot to show you guys that I did, so I'll probably do that at the end of this one. But it probably burned a little over 10 minutes. And it caught the stick of wood that I had on top of it. I didn't put no kindling in it. It caught the actual piece of firewood just fine. You just want to make sure this stuff here is really dry. Okay. There. So I have them done. And as soon as the soy gets melted, we'll be back and I'll show you what I do with that and how we finish them up. So I'll be back. Okay, we have the wax good and melted. So now all we're going to do, put a good tablespoon just over the top of it. Like I said, this is soy wax. It's supposed to be the best for fire starters because it's a clean burn. Now, a lot of people use up, the end of their old candles. Emergency situations, I've read that you can even use crayons if you wanted. but soy is the best, or beeswax I've heard. I haven't done beeswax, so I don't know. There's lots of videos out there on different ways to make fire starters. Now, a lot of people use a Dixie cup. I have used a Dixie cup. I don't like it. They've got ink and they got coloring in the wax coating on them. I don't know what kind of wax it is, so I don't like using that. This way I know these are just paper. Now these are white ones. I think the next time I'm going to get the craft brown paper to go in them, because that way I know that the paper hasn't been bleached, so it'll just be paper. So anyway, now you just want to stuff more on top of that wax while it's still wet, so it's going to adhere good. Now you're just going to take another tablespoon, just drizzle over the top of it. All right, so now we'll just let them set up, get good and cool, and then we'll take them out of the pan, and then I'll start this process all over again. So I'll be back when I have them done and I can show you how they light. Okay, they've had time to cool. As you can see, they're just like cute little haystack pucks. And you can see the wax is dried on there. So when you just, you know, these cute little fire starters. So once they get cooled, I'll just stack them in a little bucket. We'll do another round. Try and get me a season's worth of these made, since we're going to be having some cold weather here, so I wanted to get some made up. Dude, that is still wet. So anyway, I'll be back here in a bit whenever I show you how easy it is to light them, and then that'll be about it. So I'll be right back. Okay, I ended up doing 3 rounds of these little fire starters. It's 36, and I've got one setting in there, always is on a piece of bark, and I'm going to set a stick of wood right there by it and get it lit. So let me turn you around.
See, there's no need to even add kindling. That's going to go enough to catch that littler stick on fire. And then I put the other one on top. Yeah, it's done caught that smaller one. So, this is Shelly from Hodgepodge Hoosiers. Just another little DIY hack to where we don't have to spend a lot of money to try and get fires started. Just something we do that cheap and easy and uses up all them wood shavings. So, until next time, bye for now.